A lot of people are talking about Quadro Communication and what it's doing in town. And what better person to give us the scoop, pun intended, on what's happening than John DeHeer, General Manager of Quadro Communications.
John. We got John and John.
Very good.
It's good. Oh, well, you need to get chairs with wheels. It's the hardest part of this show is getting them in and out of this chair. So, first, very brief history. Quadro Communications. How did it get started?
Well, it starts out in the early 1900s. There's back then the farmers would have a line built into a town, either to the vet or the doctor. Eventually, those lines began to become amalgamated, and they formed into telephone exchanges. And then, as for our history, we then turned into the Blanchard Municipal Telephone Company, and we service 4 rural exchanges around the town of St. Mary's, Sebringville, Kirkton, Granton, and Uniondale exchanges. And then in 1994, the Blanchard Municipal Phone Company became Quadro Communications. So it was another switch there.
So how is Quadro different than other communications companies?
Our business model is a cooperative model to do business. So all of our customers Quadro serves are given an opportunity to become members of the co-op. The fee to join is a one-time payment of $1.
$1?
$1, yeah,
Oh,
$1.
Why so much?
Well, yeah, really. Now I'm going to tell you what that $1 is going to give you. What the customer receives for his $1 is the opportunity to attend our annual general meeting and vote on what's presented with regard to the direction and management of the co-op. From the membership, there's an elected board of directors made up of 6 members who are at large, so they represent all the members of the co-op. And if the co-op does well financially, the board can declare a patronage dividend to be paid to the members as a credit on their bill.
So you can get money back?
A percentage.
It's a dividend.
It's called patronage, but it's similar to it. Think of it as a dividend. You can that.
Got it.
The remaining profit is, but here's the big thing and the most important thing for us. The remaining profit's reinvested in the business, so that's how we can move ahead, keep current with technologies.
Yeah. Now, until recently, Quadro wasn't an option in St. Mary's, for most of us anyways, but soon it is going to be. Why are you doing this?
Well, it goes back to, in 2006, our board decided to move ahead with a fiber project, and that futurized our company. And then we completed that in 2016. So then we've been looking for areas where we can keep moving ahead to expand our network with fiber. And in 2019, the decision was made to expand into the town of St. Mary's and overbuild St. Mary's with fiber optic services. So 2006, there were about 13 employees at Quadro, but through the expansions and the technologies, we've got 32 employees there now.
Wow.
And they're high-tech type jobs, local high-tech type jobs.
So what's that mean in terms of having a provider for the internet and our TVs and all that?
We do provide all the services. We provide television, internet, phone, and mobility services as well.
And you also have techies that can come out and solve your problems, am I correct?
Yeah, we have 10 technicians that are on the road, our I&R type techs. We've got another 8 techs that are in what we call our NOC, the Network Operations Center. No. And they're the people that monitor the services.
So what's the difference between what I have now and fiber optic cable? What does that do?
If it's it depends on the service. Really, it does the same. It does the same thing as the copper services, but the best, I guess, it's the technology. For an internet service, there's usually a speed attached to an internet service. If it's on copper, the further out you are from the switch, it degrades because of the distance. With the fiber, it's a light beam going over glass, and whatever the services you're paying for, that's what you'll receive at your house. So a lot of people think it makes it faster. It's not so much that it's made it faster, but what the people are getting now is what they paid for.
Okay, and when you say it goes over the glass, it doesn't go through the glass.
No,
that's something I didn't know.
Wow.
It runs along with the glass. Yeah.
Okay, and can the glass break? Sounds funny. Can the glass break?
Well, yeah, like if if somebody digs it up in the wrong spot or
So that's why
breaks
you're
it,
putting it underground, I
oh,
guess.
to put it underground, it's the maintenance factors. Everything's you don't have the aerial issues like the storms don't affect it
Yeah.
as much. So the fiber cable is designed that it can be buried in the ground. But here in St. Mary's, we're going to be running a duct structure through the town, and then we'll pull the fiber cable through. So it's got like a doubled armor.
So how long is it scheduled for? When is this going to be completed in St. Mary's?
Okay. We've scheduled it as a 3-year project. The first 2 years are to do the infrastructure part. So every street in town will have a fiber optic cable main line running down along the edge of the street, and then we've added a 3rd year in there to finish off putting the fiber services up to the house, up to the customers' homes.
And everything's underground.
But everything's buried underground. We do, and then we don't use pedestals. I guess you should never say never, but our plan is not to use any pedestals. We do what they call flush to grade, so everything's in a tub. So when we're finished, you should be able to, there'll be a connection point in your lawn, but you'll be able to run your lawnmower right over it.
Yeah. So if I change the Quadro, because I'm not on Quadro right now, because I haven't got even the option, will I be able to keep my phone number?
Yes, you can port your St. Mary's phone number to us, and then we work it in our system.
So you don't lose a phone number.
You don't
What
lose
about
it.
my email address?
That gets a little trickier. It depends on your supplier.
Okay.
Will they let you take it, and then but if you have a web-based email like a Gmail
Yeah.
account,
No problem.
you can bring that.
Yeah.
That's not an issue.
Okay. So what about the cost? Is it comparable to everything else, or is it
Yeah,
maybe
our-
slightly cheaper?
Normally, we're quite competitive with our pricing to the bigger ones, to the bigger companies.
And if people needed to know more, where do they go to find that out?
Well, we've got a construction hotline. The number is 226-301-2255. If you call that number, there's 4 or 5 people that are set up to receive those calls. And then the appropriate person will call that customer back or the potential customer back, give you the information you need.
And if they want to sign up, what do they do? Same number or a different number?
Different number, but probably the best thing is that we just opened up a new store down by the Canadian Tire, and that's the best place to go. The two ladies
Just
in there.
walk in.
Just walk in. The 2 ladies there are more than ready to handle the sign up.
Okay, fantastic.
Great.
John,
Okay.
thank you for coming in.
Hey,
Thank you.
thank you.